and forged by heroes. Her name, Eorzea. The annals of Eorzean history chart the rise of a succession of great civilizations, each one enjoying an age of peace, the Astral Eras. To date, all have proven ephemeral. In the year 1572 of the sixth and most recent Astral Era, the Northern Empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all. Rising in desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean Alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Garlemald, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination. From its core emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who unleashed his fury upon the realm. The devastation brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end. 5 years have come and gone. The light of life still shines upon Eorzea. Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamity's ruin. The realm is forever changed, a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on. Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity. Amid this period of great change, an adventurer arrives in Eorzea, one whose tale is yet unwritten. May he ever walk in the light of the crystal.
Hello everybody and welcome to Palmer Gaming, your RPG hotspot, and I am Seth, your host. We will be starting our adventure in Final Fantasy XIV today, and I hope you'll enjoy. Okay, so to start off, I am playing in the Primal Data Center. I've only ever played through the Realm Reborn. This is hopefully going to be a full playthrough, assuming it gets at least a few people watching it. So this is just a character I played through. If I'm going to pre-run through anything, this is the character I do that on, but I am making a new character for this playthrough. I already made the character appearance. You guys don't have to sit here and watch me run through everything, because I like taking my time with my character, but I don't want you to sit here for 30 minutes waiting for me to make him, or her in this case, so I am gonna go ahead and load her up. This is the character that I'm going to be running through. I already went through all this stuff beforehand, so we're just going to continue. This does not need to be saved. It's already saved. For birthday, I'm gonna match a birthday of a friend of mine in real life, roughly. The deity I like going with is Ralgar, Breaker of Worlds, is the god of destruction and guardian of the deity of the now fallen nation of Ala Mihigo. He commands the element of lightning and is associated with the 8th moon of the Eorzean calendar, Ralgar is the father of both Berat and Halon, and serves as an attendant to Nymea. He is often depicted as a magus carrying a staff of bronze. His symbol is a striking meteor. And he is my preferred deity. These don't really have any effect on gameplay as it states on the screen, but I still like picking them for just roleplay elements, you know. So for class, I'm planning on running through with Summoner, which means that I am going to start on the Arcanist. And then if you look at the bottom corner, I'm going to be starting in Limsa Lamenzia, and I'm going to go ahead and read the description for you now. On the southern coast of the island Vilbrand, under the shadow of ancient cliffs, worn by the relentless onslaught of Ratanio Sea, lies in Flasaras, god damn my tongue, of Limsa Lamenza. Its economy is driven primarily by shipping, but boasts lucrative shipbuilding, fishing, and smithing industries as well. To maintain the safety of its maritime routes, the city employs a formidable navy known as the Knights of Barkuda. Even so, pirate bands run rampant in nearby waters, reaving and pillaging. So this is kind of like your port town, or at least in the base game, from what I can remember. It's been a second since I've ran through Realm Reborn or any of Final Fantasy for that matter. But yeah, we're gonna start with the Arcanist and make it to Summoner. Then for Data Center, I'm gonna be running with Behemoth. And then for the name, we are gonna go ahead and go with the channel name, which is Palmer Gaming. Just so I know which character this is. Well, I hope everybody's ready to enjoy. We're gonna go into another cutscene, so I'm gonna be nice and quiet so you guys can listen and watch. Thank you. Yeah, these loading screens are phenomenal though. That art's nice.
Here. Here. Feel.
So that just kind of shows you your start and gear here. But beyond that, it doesn't really show you too much story related. It just kind of brings upon your basic villain from what I can remember. As I said, I have played through Realm Reborn, have not played through anything beyond that, so all the expansion content after we make it through the Realm Reborn is all entirely new to me. Oi, y'all, right, lass? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides, so rolling off the ship got your stomach churning, has it? Don't seem like seasickness now that I look at you. I'll be the ether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to that stuff than others, seeing we ain't too far from Vilbrand now, which is chock full of etherites. No need to fret though, you'll soon get used to it. Oh, oops, I forgot to read that one. I reckon I might head on the deck, get meself a breath of fresh air. Limbs and Lamenza is still a far way off, in case you were wondering, seeing as you're awake and all. How's about you keep me company till we get there? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Anroad Burnin' Burnin's the name, and peddling me trade. Well, we're out on the ship stuck here. Let's see what's going on. Smell that salty sea breeze. Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of the new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business these days, especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? To amass a fortune. Fortune, eh? Well, it's a dream we've all had at one time or another. Once you learn to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting or gathering guild tickles your fancy. Limbs and Lamens is renowned for its smithies and armors, not to mention its fisher folk, and there's its cooks, of course. Adventuring ain't just about killing things after all. A peaceful pastime may well help you make your fortune. Just remember that there is more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing ain't no profit in being dead. That's a fact. Ships off the starboard bow, pirates' colors. Pirates, bloody hell. Have ye no sense? Get blow. What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship flying? Lominzia's colors, bastards. Either have botload of balls or booger for brains. Ye can rest easy, friends. We've made it out of cannon range. I know Buccaneer bark. I'll catch his flighty temptress once the wind in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I'd lost mine otherwise. Them pirates gave up on the chase. We might be close to the port. Let's head up on deck and have us a look, shall we? By the by, is this your first trip to Lamenza? Well, this is my first trip to Lamenza as a starting city. On my other character, I started in New Gridania, which is the Elven starting area, because that is the race I started on. Then I ended up switching to a different race via one of the Fantasias you got for free in the 7.2 update. But yes, this is... or well, we'll call it my first trip so I don't miss anything. I don't know if there's anything that's different if you say it's not. It is. Well, then let this journeyed internerat tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ahem. Lamenza prides itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that this place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilism influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You never guessed she was once a rum-swilling buccaneer herself. Hey. Of course, most folk ain't so quick to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, and you can't imagine how many naysayers, a troublemaker, she got to deal with. Like them pirates who took a fancy for us just now. And if it weren't bad enough, I've heard that Sagan are raiding the coasts just as bold as you please. Them are sea-dwelling beasts the locals call fishbacks, case you didn't know. Ah, at long last. Land ho. Behold, Lamenza, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limland, goddess of navigation.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Lotamo Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim Lane. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
And here's where we part ways last. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by the way. Thanks for saving me arse earlier. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of story personage I can bargain about, having met and all. Consider us square.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on her life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
Into Limsa Lamenza we go. Ethereite. Limsa Lamenza is probably my favorite of the 3 starting cities, because I've made it through Realm Reborn and know all 3, and this area is my favorite looking. Hey, I mean you, this is my district and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Ah, an adventurer fresh off the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Linza Lamenzia's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. Haven't got all day. Welcome to Linza, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands, the rough-cut diamonds of Rotana Sea. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. I am using gamepad. Okay. No. Close. Okay, I will be right back, even though it's only going to be a quick second for you guys via the magic of editing. But I need to go ahead and set up my control scheme real fast. I will be right back. Hello everybody, we are back and I just finished up messing with my settings, so we are going to go ahead and continue now. Oh. I need to talk with him. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city, and without a bit of local knowledge, you're likely to get your throat slit by some piss-stink alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Wench and enroll with the Adventurers Guild. It's not far, just head straight down the street and speak with Griffar. He'll show you how to work the big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift, and that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for the fellow by the name of Barteron. He's the proprietor of the wench. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Good. Now run along, making the navigator guide you on your journey. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. Okay, first things first, I gotta get up here. Welcome to Lamenza. If you mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Okay, let's get that out of my screen. Okay, and time to talk to Barteron. Greetings to ye, lass. What'll it be? Eh, but you aren't here for a drink, are ye? You've come with a mind to try here at venturing? I reckon, well, he find no shortage of work here in Limsa. That Barteron in this mo apostate of Orstorils in the drowning wench. There's also on the Adventurers Guild here in Limsa. That why we got a desk specially for Adeline Guild business, and why I seem to be spending more time saving the necks of whelps like yourself than wetting the throats of me regulars. Adventurers have a knack for finding trouble, see? I am sorry for swallowing my tongue like that while trying to speak some of that. I am having some issues pronouncing some of these old words. Or, well, not old words, but fantasy language, you know. Not that they need it in these parts on account of, there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of all the fishbacks and the kobolds outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garland Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course, but if they're planning anything, you can be sure it kills a lot of us. Hey, this town seems peaceful at a glance, but looking again, and you'll see people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them after everything's happened? Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity, but our almost weren't the only thing what got wiped out off the face of existence, but thrice the damn bastard of a dragon. And it took our bleed memories too, and no one's been able to explain it. Ways that make onzo sense. None of the folks saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale goes. 'Tis all foggy like recollections from an hard night on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear the future if they can't rightly recall the past. But there is one thing we all remember at the group of adventurers that were laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink, when she was bound for the abyss. Well, I say we remember, the truth is true. We ain't forgetting what they did for us. This God's damn calamity spawned memory loss, robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture them damn faces. 'Tis starting as the Gullium flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. And that's how every bugger describes it, by the way, give or take the odd call. This is what got people calling the Arrows the Warriors of Light. If Limsa ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need adventurers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them, and that's why any aid we can give adventurer is an effort well spent. What say ye, lass? You willing to lend us your strength? Me thanks to ye, and to the navigator and all. I knew she'd steer ye yet my way for a reason. Hey, but listen to me, yattering like sun-touched fishwife. Time we get our earmark in me book. Put your scrawl right here. God damn, that fisherman language is a pain in my ass. Palmer Gaming, is it? Fine name it. Fine name it is. Congratulations, you're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. Oh, there, adventurer. You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported you being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on the deck mere moments before the incident took place. Send your friend signals. Where are you? Now, hold on. Just a moment there, officer. You got the wrong lass. This fine upstanding lady is me dear departed grandmother, sister's niece, cousin's closest companion. The last would have been caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory elements. Is that right, ahem? You surely aware of the recent kidnappings respectfully then. We cannot be too trusting of an outsider at a time when the loyalty of you and our closest friends is in doubt. Hey, you make a good point there, officer. Very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry though. I keep one eye open at all times. Me ain't too more often than not. Now, sir, what ye to a tankard, o me finest ale, afore ye return to your duties, eh? Not a watered down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog the slightest straight in lore, but that doesn't mean it won't get a good pickle. Look, there's a chair over there crying out to be sat on, so kick 'em off heavy boots, eh? I'll have to excuse these eager blood yellow jackets. They've been a spat out kidnapping scene and they ain't got a clue who's behind it. Naturally, they're taking a clamp and irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious, which mean venturers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in town. Don't take it personally though. Us Lominsians can't be a headstrong bunch. Oh bastards, 'tis true, but given time will grow on ye. Now where was I? Oh, hey, welcome to Lamenza, where the sea's at green as the faces of me patron after a few too many Black Bell whiskeys. Now take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning ye the ways of the city. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. Listen well to the wisdom of better and Terrafingers, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Right then, let's start ye off nice and easy with 3 tasks that will get you used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, ye head down a floor, then point your nose west. You'll get an eyeful of great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an ethereite, a device that can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, provided there's an ethereite where you want to go, of course. A chat with Yellowjacket on guard there, and you'll be treated to a lecture of working on the device. Before you do though, remember, touching the thing, strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second, on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons, armor, and all your adventuring bits. Pieces for sale district, what lies beyond the etherite. Don't go throwing ye gil just yet though. You'll get flaccid quicker, and you can say, why is my coin purse so light? Have a word with Swavel instead. He's head of the Merchants League, by the way. Give him the old octet and he'll treat you well. For last of me helpful hints, I suggest you meet the fellow spell slingers at the Arcanist Guild. Guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your tome if you decide to join their crew. Mary at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lass? Seeing to them 3 tasks will take you at least a jaunt around the city and out, working where everything is now. I best be getting on. Run along, eh? Bugger it, there I go, sending you off without telling you. Crucial. Bloody calamities might mess of memory, I swear. Well, that or ale, any road while you're out. If you happen to pass any poor sods that look like they might need your help, consider giving them a tail of wool. Listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what opportunities could be lurking out there waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, they are there casting glances at you since you both stand. Why not lend her an ear and see what she has to say? Eh? You're like to find yourself running old errands at the beginning, but once you build a reputation as one folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards get more generous. And if you had the time, I also seek these mice of the smith or wench. The lads at the bear tunnel have fine advice for them. We're starting out in the profession, and that, my girl, is how you become a legend among venturers. To leave the drowning one, she must accept the quest making a name by speaking with Ninya. You wish to visit the bulwark hall below. The crow's lift is ready when you are. What in the hell? Why is there herbs everywhere? Well, hopefully these lead where we need to go. Oh, what did I do? Interacting, main menu, navigation, okay. I will read through all the dialogue, the little tutorials and stuff like that, considering it isn't like I'm entirely brand new to the game. I'm not gonna read through those or make any of you guys listen to that boring stuff. I mean, some of this might be boring too, but it ain't tutorial like that. Yes, I am Alice Skiff. You have some herbs you wish me to examine? Ah yes, we suck. These are highly illegal moves known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of sumas, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into sleep of death. Forgive me, I cannot resist stress. These herbs are not more than health lavender, a common enough export from Linza. In fact, these probably still from the crates that were loaded onto my very ship. I think some has been a bit fun with you, miss, but not worry. You've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. Okay, first things first, let's go ahead and interact with the Aetheryte. Lovely, now I can teleport back here at any time. Oh, oops, I did not read that first paragraph. I am the student Himmel, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. That's also my charge to provide guidance in the use of the device. Fear not, I shall be brief. Aetherytes are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make a direct use of Aetherytes and their connection to the flow of ether. As these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune herself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizon beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing the act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. Aetherytes found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherytes or transportation magic, I'll be here to answer your questions. You attuned with an Aetheryte, you are now able to use the return spell. Oh, there was one thing I forgot to switch in my settings. I shall be right back real quick. This shouldn't take too long, but with the magic of editing, it will only take a mere second for you guys. Let me get rid of this return on my screen first. Okay, I shall be right back real quick. Okay, I am back after that quick second. I found the setting I forgot to click, and if any of you were wondering, it's not anything major. It was just cooldown timers. I prefer having them nice and big in the middle of the skill rather than having them down below in the bottom corner. Oh, oops, I forgot to read the first one again. Done that like 3 times. Gray brows and stalls until your eyebrows ache for oogling. The overabundance of believe-in bargains now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise. I must tend to some cargo that recently arrived at the docks. You bear a gift for Baderon. Whatever could it? Ah, my octant. By the way, Navigator, I must have left it behind the wench along with a weekend's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. I am most grateful to have it back. The tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid. What better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? It is simple. Sturdy adventuring equipment you seek need look no farther than east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying the Hawker's Alley boasts stalls, specializes in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And with but a few steps, our bazaars and apothecaries will most amply supply all potions and perishables needed. Our keen-eyed agents frankly befuddle range of wares during these sojourn distant shores. So pays to become familiar with the types of prices of goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well. If your purse is light, your time is short. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Okay, that's a jeweler. That's a retainer. That's supplies. Culinary, apothecary, more supplies. Okay, this is gonna be armor, right? Okay, this is your armor. Then, if I remember correctly, your arms merchant's down here. Okay, lovely. Now I have this aetherite. Now let me go ahead and enter here. That is not what I meant to do. There we go. Oh, now we are just running over to the Arcanist Guild. So if there's any like really long runs between cities and stuff, I will in fact just kinda skip or edit those out. But for short runs like this where I'm just kinda running through the city, I'm just gonna keep all those in. Oh, I accidentally just skipped right through those. Can I F me? I was gonna see if I could restart those. Okay, let me go ahead and do this real fast though, because I'm pretty sure I need to. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild, or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? Accept. Your sound judgment is to be commended. Now start practice. Instead, I introduce you to our guild master that you might convey your intentions in person. Due to our extraordinary circumstance, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak to Mistress Thumbragime. She has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leadership in term. You will find her just over there by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy. Though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcomed. Yes, I am Thumbragime. Greeting and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. As Miri has doubtless explained, I am serving as acting guild master until our wayward leader decides to return. And I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me to expand upon its nature. Arcanium taps into the living energies of ether, the evidence that it's represented most aptly, perhaps by our ability to manifest arcane entity. Carbuncle and the men are magic with this ethereal ally employed at our command. The core of the discipline, however, is found in pursuits of definitive solutions to any potential quandary. Even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle, the principle takes precedence. If our wish is to make certain question of victory, then one must aptly the most effective strategy. An Arcanist is measured by her ability to calmly analyze the situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spell at hand. The study of Arcanium will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity and perhaps reason your way through a predicament after predicament. An unambiguous response, the kind I most prefer. Let us see now if the clarity of your words is matched by the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Lenoska, you will find, among other, 3 species of pests: dwarf rats, little ladybugs, and I ask you to employ your skills in Arcanium to eradicate 3 of each type of creature. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate, and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your budding abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing the preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of the Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Let me go ahead and grab this etherite. And let me go ahead and teleport back up to the plaza. I go ahead and hit map. Let me go run up and complete this first so I can see exactly where I need to go. I need to go in here and go upstairs to complete this. Right up to the drowning wench. I'm sorry if I'm not talking much. I'm just trying not to wear out my voice too much because there's an absolute crap ton of dialogue in this game. Ah, there ye are, Palmer. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did ye? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa and Lamenza, that won't be the last time you'll visit them 3 places. And now you got some idea where you can't start exploring the rest of the town. You've shown a good ear for listening, lass. Stick with old Mardron and you'll go far. Okay, now I just kinda, I'm assuming, have to go back down here and find the Tempest so I can go ahead and go out and kill the things I need to. see how these skills work, because I have not played hardly any of this class before. Oh, this is just to the upper decks. This looks like it's probably the right way. Okay, this is definitely the right way, considering all the little dots on my map that look like things that I'm supposed to kill. Let me go ahead and close my mini-map here and just kind of focus on these little buggers. No. Okay then. How do I get my carbon knuckle to attack? What in the hell? Okay, well, my attack spells are doing just fine, so I'm not crazy worried about it. Okay, I already killed all the warfrits I need, so ladybug. There's the ladybug. Now I need to kill one more ladybug, and then I need to find out where the Arlays are at. Where is the Arlay at? It's at Lower Lanaska, which means that I need to hit sprint and go down to Lower Lanaska down here, where this line connects, I would imagine. Okay. Ah, it's down there. Okay, I would imagine this is gonna bring me over into Lower Lanaska, right? Yep. I'm still gonna need to go back to Middle Lanaska though to go grab that etherite, but I'll do that off cam. When I'm just going to run and grab aetherites and stuff, I'll do that off camera. So I'll probably do a little bit of that off camera after I finish up this quest, because this quest here is going to be the last quest of this video. Because I'm trying to make these roughly an hour a piece. A few of them might end up being a bit longer or a bit shorter, because if I'm in the middle of a quest, I'm not gonna cut it short for it to be an hour long. But if I start a quest at the end of a video and realize that I can cut it out and put it in the next video and have it make sense, I might end up doing that depending on what the length beyond an hour is. Just because, for the sake of me editing the videos, which I'm not doing a crazy amount of, but just in general, I'm gonna try and keep it to an hour, because that's the most reasonable amount of time for me to go through and edit if I need to. Okay, I found these guys. One. Let me target the RL, please. Thank you. Okay, apparently I need to read the Carbuncle skill because he is not attacking shit. Okay guys, this run is probably gonna take me a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video and I will meet you guys when I am down at the Mojave Dried Rocks. So I shall see you guys here in a few minutes. Well, a few minutes for me, not for you. We'll be there in like 30 seconds for you guys. Okay, we are over here in the dry docks, and I'm gonna go ahead and attune with this to teleport back over to Limbs and Lamenza. But I wanted to show you guys that we have made it here and are attuning with the ether right now. Let's go get that XP. Okay, let's go get that XP now. Lamenza, oh. Lanaska, Lamenza. Okay, and there we go. That etherite, if I had to take a guess, or not etherite, but that check mark. I had to take a guess, is probably upstairs again. It's probably with the same guy, but I could be wrong. Or never mind, that is the one that is at the guild. I'm dumb. Okay, let me go ahead and teleport over to the Arcanist guild. And now go ahead and run in here. I suggest you continue your foray in the wilderness. Keep the pages of your grimoire turning. There is no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of experience. And to commemorate the occasion, I gift you with this hunting log. The enemies marked within its pages have been specifically chosen to challenge your abilities in Arcanium. When you devise a new strategy or tactic, you now have a ready source of opponents on which to test it. And when you feel your When you feel you can command your Carbuncle as easily as you might move your own limbs, return to me for farther instruction. I will be waiting. Okay then. Does this just want me to get to level 5, or does it want me to... Well, let me go ahead and click on the map real fast. I think the best thing to do now is I am gonna go ahead and go grab the I'm gonna go grab the middle Lanaska etherite, and I am going to go ahead and get up to level 5 just by killing a few enemies in the open world or doing a fate. But I am going to go ahead and do those off camera, so I will meet you guys back at the etherite here for part 2. But see you guys later. I hope you had a good time watching. If you watched all the way through, please give the video a like and a subscribe, or you can always wait for part 2 if you're not quite sure that you want to do that yet, but I think anybody who does. And I hope you had a great time. Thank you.